Hi, my name is Wong Ann Yee. I just finished my internship in Bebbis Restaurant in Switzerland. Switzerland is a country bordered by Italy at the south. At the west is France, north is Germany, and the east is Austria. Switzerland is geographically divided between the Alps and the Swiss Plateau and the Jura. While the Alps occupy greater part of the territory, the Swiss population is approximately 8.5 million are located in the plateau, where the largest cities are located, which is Zurich and Geneva. The capital city of Switzerland is Bern. Switzerland is a special country where there are 4 national languages, mainly German, French, Italian, and lastly is Romanish. Swiss culture includes music, dance, and wood carving. The most famous Elfhorn is a trumpet-like musical instrument made of wood. It's an emblem of traditional Swiss music. The most common form of wood carving is chip carving, used on decorations for everyday objects like milk stools, wooden spoons, or even walking sticks. The architecture around Switzerland all has a traditional taste of the Romanesque style of the 12th century. Like castles and the fortresses are all preserved all in good conditions. As Switzerland is a country famous for the mountains, so skiing and hiking may be the most common sports that tourists and locals go for. As for the restaurant I worked in, Bebbis Restaurant has a total of 3 outlets and has been existing for more than 10 years. The first outlet was established in 2001 in Interlaken, and then 2010 they expanded their business in Internship, and then in 2015 they opened the third one in Grindelwald, which is the outlet I worked in. The restaurant serves traditional Swiss food with cozy Swiss interior with Swiss paintings, Swiss instruments with Swiss music being played, while enjoying the traditional fondues to keep up and let the tourists experience the Swiss cultures. They have great entertainments whereby they have the Elfhorn to show to the guests. The restaurant is open every day, and they also cater to honeymoons and tour groups who visit Switzerland. They have a famous culture whereby they bring happiness, fun, and food to the guests. As for the outlet in Grindelwald, it is managed by 2 managers where they both are very friendly and supportive when it comes to teaching us, guiding us, and making sure we have a great time there. They also have a rule to say please and thank you to all the co-workers and always be honest to everyone. They will guide us slowly and letting us know the stuffs one by one and making sure we understand clearly from the basics of what to do correctly and what not to do. Then they will teach us how to serve properly. The thing I found interesting was the wallet, where is the Swiss way of collecting the bills, where while each service staff will have their own wallet and they have to be responsible for the money instead. It is one of the things that I found and learned differently from my past experience. During the 6 months, the staff and managers all show great organization and teamwork, and like how they separate clearly the job tasks and to do orders and to ask us to do the stuff. We help each other during the work when it's busy or when we have difficulties. We'll ask for each other help to make sure that we serve the best service to the guests and also make everyone happy, including the staff and the guests. As for the learning objectives, in this internship, I learned how to serve the guests the right way, understanding about Swiss cuisines and culture, understands how the restaurant operates, knowing how to do deep cleaning for the restaurant, challenging myself to learn a new language in a new environment. Throughout these 6 months, since the beginning, the manager will guide us throughout to serve the guests correctly, how to take orders, how to serve, how to do mise en place for the day, and how to do particularly shifts during the shift duty correctly. Each shift has a different responsibility and task to complete. As Bebbis Restaurant serves traditional Swiss cuisines, I was able to understand more about Swiss culture and cuisines as well. Like what cheese they use for the cheese fondue, the raclette, how does the meat fondue works, and also the bureau rosti which they have. As the region I worked in Switzerland uses the language where I'm not fluent in, or you can say I don't even know a single thing about it. So it was actually a challenge for me to learn a new language, which is the German language. I learned it throughout these 6 months while working and communicating with the guests and the staffs. The manager gave us a paper where they have the basic words we have to know and to how to use it to serve the guests, to ask the guest stuff and like examples like that. Then we slowly get the hang of it and got the courage to speak to the local while serving them. In order to keep the restaurant clean and always looking decent, we have a cleaning list to do to make sure that the restaurant is always clean. We do the deep cleaning where you have to clean the shelves properly, the pictures frames, the doors, the windows and everything. Unlike in hotel, we have the housekeeping department to keep it clean. We have to do the cleaning ourselves, just not the sweeping and vacuuming the floor. This actually made me learn how to clean stuff properly and correctly. How does the restaurant beat the competitors? Firstly is their location. It is located where the view is the best to see the Eiger Mountain and is located in the center district of Greenwald. Secondly, we have our menus is all in different languages like Chinese, Koreans and also in Arabic. So the customer will feel at ease while choosing the food, and our colleagues are able to speak different languages like Mandarin, French and Spanish. So the tourists, when they come, they can communicate easier with us and they won't have trouble to order what the food which they want. And one of the main winning points for the restaurant is that we are open 365 days from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. where Swiss shops mostly closes at 5 or 6 p.m. daily and they don't open on the weekends. So I guess there is where they serve the difference towards their competitors. As for the SWOT analysis, the strength, I was able to handle my own station. I was able to learn fast and adapt quickly to the new environment. The managers and co-workers trust me a lot in terms of money and in terms of helping them as well. I was able to work under pressure where the restaurant was busy during the high seasons, of course with the help of my co-workers, and I was able to help out everyone at any time. As I was the only one that understands Korean in the restaurant, so when they had any Korean guests which has any problems, so they will ask me to handle them. They are able to leave me alone to do the closing shifts, whereby they trust me in terms of work, in my time management, and of course in cleaning wise. Yep. As for the weakness, my weakness was the language, whereby I never learned German before, which is a very, very new language to me. So I will have problems communicating with the German guests at first. Well, sometimes I do avoid doing the deep cleanings, but yet I will keep telling myself to do it and not get have a bad image in the restaurant and don't like being scolded by the managers. So sometimes I will actually find the easy one to do or something that is more convenient for me to do. That is kind of my weakness. And as for competition, I can say that one of my co-workers, which she is better than me in doing multiple tour groups at once alone, whereby I only did like 2 together, and she can do like 3 tour groups together in one go, where she doesn't need any help. She can do it all alone, which is really, really independent. As for the opportunity, I think German classes will help me a lot, whereby to improve my German language and to be more fluent. And in terms of training me and guiding me, I can say, which is my manager, her name is Stephanie. She can guide me and give me good advices in work and also in mentally too. She also prepares us for the reality world and guiding us through, and by telling her about her past experience. When I was struggling, I will approach her, and then she will help me by giving me advices and counsel me and stuff like that. For the threats, while the last months before we left, there were new trainees that came. So some of them, they will try to be better than one another. They will try to compete with us, to show that they are better than us. But somehow they failed to do that, which I didn't want to have any competition, but somehow they tried to show, but yet the manager won't let them to do it. So in the end, they will be the one getting scolded. Well, that can be a threat to me as well when they try to compete with us. And there are also staffs that doesn't do certain things whereby they throw their responsibility to me or my colleagues to complete their task, whereby I find it is just irresponsible for them to do that, even though they are the one who couldn't manage their time and task properly, where we have to do their things for them. Throughout these 6 months, I actually enjoyed being there, and I will always miss them. This will be a very memorable internship experience for me. Thank you.